You know, summertime's coming up. You got low flows, slow flows, and that water's going to be clear. At least around here where I fish, Juniata and Susquehanna, it's like crystal clear, and they can see you coming a mile away. And you know, you want to be stealthy. You want to be quiet as you can be, and you need everything you can get, you know, when the summer flows around. But anyways, and this is the stealth modification I was talking about. If you have the aftermarket lift arm from Innovative Sportsman, or you're just running the stock lift arm that comes out of the back of the steering triangle, regardless of the way you're running it, I mean, because I have that on my NK180, you're still getting vibration out of this shaft. It's like all the vibration comes from that motor up this shaft, and it just right here is where it comes out. And so that was a big problem for me, and I was disappointed when I first got this at how loud it was. And so I kind of chased the sound down, and I noticed when I had everything unhooked and I was just holding the motor and running it, it was quiet. So I thought, okay, so I'm getting vibration from somewhere. So the first thing I did for to make this thing quieter, give it a little more stealth, was I put nylon washers in between the two brackets and the bar, so they're just in between this spot here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 nylon washers in there, and that just gives it separation from the clamps. And then I put it's neoprene with double-sided sticky tape on it, and I just cut that down to the length where it touches the shaft right here, and I stuck it on, and so that gives me good separation. So when the vibration comes up, it's got to get through that neoprene and get through those nylon washers. So that helps. The main thing is this. I got these. I searched and found on Amazon. I got like 100 of these things, but it's just a little rubber grommet, and yeah, it works perfectly. Now I do have to drill this hole out a little bit in the lift arm, but not really a big deal. If I remember correctly, I think I drilled a 3/8 hole in there, and I think it was like a 1/4 inch, 5/16, something like that. I drilled it out to 3/8, popped this in, and that really helps. That really helps a lot. And the other thing is this is a 16 millimeter swiveling Harken pulley. So all you do is you just you pop off this split ring here, and this whole top piece here will come off, and you can put another one of these in there. And so and it's tight, you can see that's killing a lot of the vibration that was happening there between all this and this. That really quieted it down. And then another spot that I was getting some noise was my reverse lock. So I just once again use these, put one inside that loop and then 2 on here, just so, listen, you hear that? No, you don't hear that. So those were just some stuff I wanted to share about, you know, like a stealth modification to make your NK300 or 180 even more stealthy than, you know, they're already pretty quiet motors, but that vibration was killing me. So ever since I've done that, I've been really happy with it. One thing I want to talk about are the connector boots that Newport gives you. I'm not a fan of these. Will they work? I mean, they're not waterproof or anything. It's better than having just an open connection and not having any boots on it. But I really like these environmental boots. I get them from powerworks.com, and you can see there's a male side and a female side. I believe it's load and source. Yeah, so when you plug those in, you're getting a pretty good seal, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say you're not going to dunk this under water and run it, but hey, you might be able to, I don't know. But regardless, I do like these a lot better. I just took in, actually I had to solder new connectors on for the one side because these boots were damaging the sleeve of the wire. Whatever, that's a whole nother story. But regardless, I like these. I used waterproof heat shrink, and I shrunk it back down on to the casing a little further, just so that I could get a good seal here. I know this is waterproof. Now this is, you know, close to being as waterproof as you can get, but I do really like those environmental boots. It's definitely an upgrade that I think is worth getting. Do you have to have it? Absolutely not. I mean, you don't need it to have it, but if you want a better chance of your connectors lasting a long time and having a good connection and not getting codes or, you know, anything like that, you'll get boots like this that have caps. You know, you can spray dielectric grease in there or whatever you like to use, WD-40, just something to keep those connections nice and clean, no corrosion. That's a big part of the NK series motors running good is having a good connection. Another thing is for these data cables, another important thing is keeping them clean. You know, no corrosion, and you don't want stuff in there because those pins can bend easily, and this is where a lot of the problems come from, the codes. You know, you get out on the water and your motor's throwing codes and you can't figure it out. A lot of the times it is this connection here. So these are actually Naqua, for the Naqua power pack, the little batteries that they sell for kayaks. These come with those batteries, and then you can just buy these separate, like Fish USA carries them. I think that's where I got these, but yeah, it just fits on there perfectly. And then when you're not using it, you know, your motor's in your truck or wherever you keep it, it just keeps all the dust out of it, you know, keeps the water out of it for the most part. But then when you're ready to get on the water, you just pop them off, connect it, and it keeps your connections clean, debris free, and, you know, semi waterproof when you're on the water. Thought that was worth mentioning.